All right, class, I want to show you how to find an Old Testament word in Hebrew. Same process as you're doing your word study, only in the Old Testament. Now, the Bible Gateway only has a reverse interlinear for the New Testament. So, for free software, if you're in the Old Testament, you're going to have to go to BibleHub.com. You'll see it right here. I have the opening page open right here for you, and I'm going to do a word study from, let's just go to Psalms chapter 1. So you type it in the find box, hit return, and Psalm 1 comes up. Now notice it's in English, but we don't want the English word, we want the Hebrew word. So you come up here and find interlinear. Now notice this is not a reverse interlinear. When you click on that, you're going to see that we're going to follow the Hebrew text reading from right to left. I know that seems odd to us if you don't read Hebrew. But then notice the English word underneath the Hebrew. Now the Hebrew text is the primary, the English text is the secondary. It's a little different than the reversed interlinear, which flips those two, puts the English as the primary and the Greek as secondary. But you'll be able to work with it. So what you do is go to your passage. In this case, we're using Psalm 1:1. And let's just come across here and let's just look at this word of sinners, okay? Now, you can piece it together. If I started over here on the right, blessed is the man who does not walk in the counsel of the ungodly and in the way of sinners. Okay? Here is the Hebrew. There's your English. It's telling us this word is being used as an adjective, and the word is hataim, and the Strong's number is 2400. So, to find the Hebrew word behind this, even though you may not know how to read Hebrew, just click on either Hataim or 2400. When you click on that, it takes you to the Strong's Concordance summary. Okay, so there's your number, 2400, and then here's Hata is the verb that this comes from, the main the adjective that it comes from. We see that the main information here, it's the original word, even though you probably won't be able to read that. It tells us it's an adjective, it's a masculine noun. Transliteration is chata, and you can see the phonetic spelling, chata, and the short definition is sinners. Now we want more information than that, but let's continue and look what we have here. You have 19 occurrences of this particular word in the Old Testament, and the Strong's Hebrew number is 2400. Okay, and here are the different occurrences, 19 of them, and it gives you lists out here so you can list your passages where this Hebrew word occurs. And the difference in the Bible Hub from Bible Gateway is that they give you their top translations. So here's the Hebrew, here's the New American Standard, King James Version, and the Interlinear. And they lay out 4 different versions there for you. And for each of these references, Genesis 13:13, Numbers 16:38, and so forth, we come down and we find our reference, Psalm 1:1. Okay, so now we want more information than this, so we are going to go back to the top of the page, and I want you to click on BDB. This is Brown Driver Briggs. This is really the go-to Hebrew lexicon. So look at what this tells us. They break it down into sinful and places where the feminine adjective is used, and here are the references that you can match up to the other ones. It's used of sinful men in Numbers, Amos. It can be secondary definition is exposed to condemnation, reckoned as offenders. And it's asking you to compare with this hifil participle in Isaiah 29. It can also be translated in the masculine as sinners, a number of these verses. And there are all the 19, should be 19 verses there. Now, if you want to see what the Strong's Concordance says, click on the Strong's. And now here's your word number, chata, and here's the Strong's information. It's either an offender, sinful, adjective, or sinner. Okay? So it's giving you information, and there's one more. Let's just look at this Englishman's, and that takes us back, really. I think that's the same as the summary. Yeah, Englishman's Concordance, same as the summary where we began. Now, this will give you that information, 19 occurrences, and now you can put this together. Again, remember the 3 basic steps from Duval and Hayes is to choose the word, which we have chosen for you. You want to put all the meanings that you can find that it could mean. What are all the different meanings? Let me go to BDB. All the different meanings that it could be. Then you want to arrange those into groups. So everywhere this word could be translated as sinners, then group these verses together in your paper. Okay? Sinful, you group it there. Exposed to condemnation or offenders, look up, group these together, and then as masculine sinners, you have all of these passages. Now you put all those together and you list them, put them into groups, and that's telling you what the word could mean. And now you want to go to your particular verse, and then you are going to decide, what does my occurrence mean? What does this same Hebrew word in my passage, what does it mean in my passage? And then that will help you hone in on how to do a word study. So there you have it, a free resource if you don't have software to help you out.